mine, I own this town. Tires scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I've chased the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. TV. Talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. The only way forward is pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. Weapon doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every left for war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Why and drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pound, hear the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive. Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roaring, this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight.
And when it's live, it's live. Welcome back, everybody, to coverage of the Leadfoot Racing League presented by Eastern Technical Design. Whether you are watching simulcast across the country in the America, how about America? Women's gold medal, men's gold medal at the Olympics, and we're proud to be Americans of the LFRL as well, and we're ready to go at Lucas Oil IRP. That's the Indianapolis Raceway Park in Hoosier State, Indiana. I'm Wesley Outland, Charles Oberg. This is the National Tour. Tracy Brown punching the buttons. We welcome you to coverage of LFRL on Leadfoot, LSR TV, and CRN. The field is gritting. They're about ready to go to racing. You just saw the end of the race with Tyler Reddick winning 2 in a row in NASCAR, and now strap in for exciting virtual late model racing. Charles, it's always good working for you, buddy. It's been a nice 2-week break, but it is back to get the grind running to the home stretch to decide in the next 6 weeks who will be a champion, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Wesley, man. It's great to be back here tonight, but we're the American division tonight. So the American division's up first, and later tonight, if you stay tuned, we'll have the national division following this race. So definitely stay tuned because we have got some great racing for you tonight.
Yeah, they flip-flop it every damn week, so I can't figure out which one is which. So my apologies on that. All right. The National Tour will be coming up later tonight, I guess, so my apologies on that. Let's give you your starting lineup for the first race of the evening. Remember, we'll be back on the air at 9 Eastern tonight. That's 9 p.m. with coverage, of course, of the national race. So On the pole, Landon Farmer in the number 26 machine. Brantley Bryant will make up the outside of row number 1. Ethan Johnson will start in row number 2 in the 27. Heath Rutherford right there in the 98. James Birdsong will be the driver starting 5th. And Connor Christmas, what a nice name for the holiday man there in the 25 starts in 6. Jason Woodham, Tippy Winkler will start in row number 4. Lenny Brown and Cliff Mullins will be in the back in your top 10 there. And, not many cars. Tristan Tranum and Haley Moody. Haley Moody, by the way, the Jerry Moody Memorial coming up during Speed Weeks at Southern National next month in Kenley. All right. So we're ready to go to racing. 125 laps. Landon Farmer on the front row as the American Tour get ready to come to green. Green flag presented by Lucky Ducks Motorsports. This is just a fun racetrack here at IRP, and I think we're going to see a fun race here in the early going. Watch these guys side by side as they work the back straightaway. Brantley Bryant, Landon Farmer, door to door. Charles, look at that beautiful looking Bass Pro gold black throwback car, if you will, coming off the corner, and it's going to be Landon Farmer, the pole man, to lead the opening lap.
Yeah, really excited to watch this race at IRL, and these late models here, they run a great race here, so we're in for a lot of action tonight. So definitely keep it tuned here as the 52 keeps on that inside line, making it work for him. I don't know if the tire wear is going to come into play, but you don't want to be stuck on that inside for too long, Wesley.
And they'll go to the outside lane. Look at Farmer's car. Got Bryant right there along as they'll work their way down that back straightaway into that third turn. All this happening as the O-Gear entry 52. Brantley from Lucama right down to the bottom, trying to make a move on Farmer. By the way, this race, of course, will go 125 laps. Again, caution laps do count to make the show go by quicker. Congratulations already to our, of course, fast qualifier presented by the fine folks at Wild Ops. He is a Landon Farmer. And right now, these guys will go all the way to stage break 1 at lap 40. Caution will be thrown unless there's an accident on their own, as we got one car almost into the wall. Hold on, that green machine in the back. Keep an eye on that car. There's the race details, though, if you're looking at it. Obviously, one set of tires, one fast repair. They do get a mulligan, if you will, which is a fast repair, a reset, and then they'll get one attempt at overtime if need be. Caution laps count, as I mentioned. Lucky Dogs, or the free pass, as they call it, is enabled. Fixed setup by Cottle Chassis. And all the while, Charles Oberg, it has been Bryant, the man leading here on lap number 6 of 125.
Yeah, that front pack seemed to take off, but it didn't help. Connor Christmas got into the wall there and broke that backpack up a little bit. So those guys have some work to catch these guys up front here. But the 52 right now in command of this race, and he does not look like he's slowing down.
Yeah, but a solid run for him right now as he works his way again down into the corner on the back straightaway. There's Bryant. There is Farmer. Johnson, Ethan Johnson. Good solid run for him right now as he sits in the number 3 position. And by the way, this is the AB 125. Big thanks again to our sponsor for tonight's race, the A&B Outdoor Services 125 for the Leadfoot Racing League iRacing Late Model Tour, presented by Eastern Technical Designs. And again, we'll be doing double duty tonight as we're back for the finish of the season here at Lucas Oil IRP tonight. We'll be back at 9 Eastern time for the National Tour race. Now, I will say this in my defense, as Christmas is in trouble and drops to the apron again, I purposely this morning checked the LFRL Discord, and it did say, because I updated on my CRN website, National Tour tonight at 7, American Tour at 9 o'clock. That's what it did advertise, but I guess something changed between this afternoon and then tonight for the start of the race. So because I normally do know they flip-flop it. 1 week it's National, next week it's American. So next week will be American Tour first, like, the National Tour will be first next week like American is right now. But nonetheless, we are closing in on 30 laps remaining here, Charles, in stage 1. And Bryant is running away with this thing. That's the gold and black car up against the outside wall. And Farmer, the pole man, Johnson, Rutherford, all these guys are in attack mode, but they can't catch him as they're also battling amongst themselves. Look at that new top 5 score ticker as they work off turn 4.
Yeah, beautiful job by Tracy. Up there in the broadcast booth, giving us some great graphics here as we watch the race. Just kind of, feeling out the track right now. I can imagine these guys don't want to push it too much before the stage break. Just feeling out where they're going to run the rest of this race right now. So it'll be interesting after the stage break to find out what these guys are actually going to do.
Man, Tracy, some love. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy Brown obviously doing a phenomenal job with some of the updated graphics. No time for the weary for him to rest, no doubt about it, for sure. So obviously a lot of great things coming up. Of course, if you're watching on the West Coast, LSR TV, you're home for sim racing, the Leadfoot TV program in the East Coast, and the CRN Community Radio Network as we wrap up what has been, it's already been a very friggin' long, busy week and weekend on the Community Radio Network. And we close it out with the awesome peeps of LFRL. Ethan Johnson from Hudson, North Carolina. He's right there, dead center on the 26 of Johnson. That's the battle going on with Farmer for second. Trying to get there, trying to peak, trying to get to the bottom. Cannot close yet as they work across the line. By the way, Charles, last time we were here at Lucas Oil IRP, we ran under the lights. This is a daytime race. I'm really seeing a different strategy of the racing atmosphere with these cars compared to when they raced at night a while back last year in the season.
Yeah, I mean, the track big difference track temperature. Track temperature right now is 92 degrees. That's blazing hot for these cars, and tires do seem to be real slick. But what a beautiful day down here at IRP, man. I wish it was that way up here, but in the Northeast, we're getting ready for a blizzard. So if I lose contact with you guys, it's as we watch the 27 get loose right there, and the 89, now 98 dives down in to the inside and makes that pass. But yeah, guys, if I lose contact, I apologize. We are getting a blizzard up here.
Man, we've had our share of it down here in the South, and like I told you before we went live on the air, keep that mess up there. Keep it up north, no doubt. A lot of toe-in, a lot of damage. The car on the front, right front for Christmas bowed out as you see his right front wheel exposed on that green number 25 car. But nonetheless, Charles, he is working his way through the pack into the top 5. All that goes on is Bryant, Farmer, Mullins, Rutherford, and Christmas. And look at this awesome camera angle. That is the right front. You see the damage as he is almost against the wall, working through 3 and 4, and somehow continuing, even possibly with a fender rub, to work his way into the top 5 and go after Rutherford. There's a 3-car battle up ahead for second, third, and fourth going on in his sights in 2.
Yeah, keep your eyes on that 44. He's moved up 7 spots right now. Cliff Mullins in the 44 there doing an amazing job, up 7 spots from the start, and he's battling right now for third, second place.
Working across the line. Here they come back to the stripe, and all the while, look at that number 44 car, man. There's Mullins' car, the Mullins Racing entry down to the bottom of the racetrack with a solid go for him as they work our way across the line. By the way, big thanks to A&B Outdoor Services. They're the sponsor of the 125-lap race here tonight for the Leadfoot Racing League iRacing Late Model American Tour, by the way. The National Tour is coming up next. All the while, there's that number 44 machine, and all these guys right now patiently for the moment just kind of working their way around the racetrack. And, of course, keep an eye on Cliff Mullins, the man from Danville, Virginia, the C2X entry right now. Good-looking race car, working hard down on the inside, trying to make another move to try to get around Farmer for second. That goes on in turn 1.
Yeah, as you could see, as hard as it is to keep that car down on the bottom right there, you lose a lot of traction down on the bottom, and you see the 44 get a little out of order there. Again, sliding that back end. A lot of tire wear here, so these guys are looking for that stage break as soon as possible, I can imagine.
Working back down from the top to the bottom of the racetrack, as there goes Farmer's car in the A&B Outdoor Services 125. Don't forget the National Tour will be coming up tonight at 9 Eastern. All the while, these guys are quickly creeping their way to that stage 1 break right now as all these guys work back into the corner. Currently, everything right now calm, cool, collected. Right now, Mullins making a move on the inside of Farmer. Things heating up for the pole man as right now the 26, so there's contact right there on the driver door. Mullins got really loose. Virginia's Mullins trying to go after Farmer, and here comes now Rutherford ready to stick his nose in the gunfight. He's licking his chops ready to take down that battle. The two-car sandwich as they work in turn 2.
Yeah, these guys are just working each other over right here. What action on the track right now? It doesn't seem to let up either. These guys side by side and switching spots over and over again. What amazing racing right here. And you could see, look at the wheel they got into this. There's no left turning here. There's right turning, left turning. They're doing everything they can to get that car around the corner.
Oh, I feel like, Tracy Brown, you're trying to make me take a driving test. But I do see that it says lap 26 of 125 twice. So I think I think he's trying to get the countdown mode up there. If you are keeping up with the countdown of this race, obviously, we're closing in on. Well, it says 27 of 125. So okay, it says it switches to lap 50. So all right, so Tracy's been working on some things, and one of the things was for Wesley to fail a driving test. So there you go. But I promise you, if there's anybody like me as well trying to look up and see what them little letters are, it says 28 of 125, and it says the same thing in big letters above in font. So definitely. Nonetheless, we just wanted y'all to find where's the letters, like where's Waldo on LFRL TV. Right now, it's Brian, and there's contact in the back. Winkler, Tradum, and Brown almost get together. Somehow we hold it together, and we stay green as they work again in turn 2. Johnson, what a save.
Oh, absolutely. That was an amazing save. And, you got battles all over the track here. And we were so focused on the top 3, 2, 4, but look, 5, 6, and 7 in a huge battle back here.
I thought you were going to say we were so focused on the scoring ticker. because
Yeah,
we were as well. Trippy Winkler from Mooresville trying to get around now. That machine up ahead of Johnson, and Lewis Johnson, the 27 star, had a really good run, fast qualifier presented by Wild Ops, and now starting to fall back a little bit. Wonder if there's some strategy there to that 27 machine from Bacama right now, Charles Oberg, because we are under 10 to go in stage 1 here.
Yeah, I mean, fuel savings can save you a bunch of time in the pit. So, if he's trying to save some fuel and maybe save an extra gallon, that's maybe a couple tenths of a second that he could get out of the pits a lot faster.
Right now, all these guys continuing to stay in their position as they work their way around the racetrack. Full field rundown as we are heading to end of stage number 1, lap number 40. Brantley Bryant leading, Lyndon Farmer second, Cliff Mullins third, Heath Rutherford fourth, Connor Christmas. Even though he put the green machine up into the wall, the driver is still in the top 5. Pole man Ethan Johnson, 6th, Trippy Winkler 7th, Tristan Tranum is 8th, Lenny Brown 9th, and Jason Woodham in the top 10. James Birdsong and Duncan Faw right now, the dozen drivers that took the green. Hopefully we'll have I've been very impressed with the turnout for the last, obviously races we've started for the last first 3 weeks. I know we've been off for a couple of weeks, but hopefully that number will pick up even coming up later tonight for the National Tour race. Remember, that's coming up later at 9 Eastern Standard Time on Leadfoot TV, LSR TV, and if you're listening on CRN Radio as well. Bryant now holding on to the lead. It's a 5-second battle for everyone else behind them. They're right there fighting for that spot for second going to turn 1, Charles.
Yeah, as you see the 44s on the inside of the 26 there, and it looks like they're almost going to trade paint there, stay off each other, and they're back down the back stretch. This is getting real dicey coming to the end of the stage, because at the end of the stage, that's also points. For every position you get on the track, you get points. So these guys want every point they'll get.
Brian, who's up in front, There is a battle for second through fifth, separated by almost a half a second, 4 to 5 seconds, though, as there's the leader high above on the turn 4 exit, and now he's heading to turn 1 and 2. They're coming out of turn 4, and there's that battle, second, third, fourth, fifth. Then you've got Tratham and Winkler and Johnson having a battle amongst themselves. Here comes now Mullins. Time running out here in stage 1 to the 213 Simware stage break. Looking high, looking low. I wouldn't really overuse my car or tires right now trying to get around this guy as laps are winding down for stage number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put it all out there. Right now, just get as much as you can. If anything, the guys in the back might want to save some gas, but other than that, man, let it all out. You got 2 laps left.
High side, Farmer. Got Mullins right there going after him. That's Cliff Mullins, high, low. Look at this one up top. Can he clear him on the inside? No. Mullins will have to try to reset one more time to go after Farmer. And all the while, Bryant is working his way down to the line for the final lap. It is Brantley Bryant. 1 lap to go here in stage number 1. And look at this now here for the sim break, the 213.com Simware stage break. Brantley Bryant right there. He's about to erase an interval that's almost 4 or 5 seconds. Coming to the line, your stage winner will be the number 52 and that golden black machine from Lucama, North Carolina, the Chevrolet of Brantley Bryant. So Brantley Bryant will get it done. Of course, second place will go to Landon Farmer. Mullins will go third. As you see the full field rundown of those guys. And the point standings right now, you're looking at it just being posted. Put that up again if you don't mind, boss. The point standings as the race just got started. And there you see where they are moving in to tonight's race at Lucas Oil IRP after a 2-week break. And what a battle there between Landon Farmer, Brantley Bryant, which you have it any other way right there, going into the championship standings, if you will, Charles, and for the finish of 1 and 2 here in stage 1, and they're coming to pit road.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay attention to this pit stop right here because Landon needs to gain some spots because you see how tight that point race is. So I'm sure Landon wants to gain as many spots as he can, but he stays out, and it seems like everybody else is coming down pit lane.
Some of those drivers are decided to come down to the pit lane. By the way, we want to thank A&B Outdoor Services for sponsoring tonight's race at Lucas Oil IRP. That's the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park for Leadfoot TV and the LFRL Late Model Tour. Located in Paducah, Kentucky. A&B Outdoor Services provides high-quality outdoor improvement and property maintenance services, specializing in brush clearing, forestry mulching, and full-service property maintenance. Find more information at A&B Outdoor Services on social media and Google. Stage 1 is presented by the fine folks at 213 Simware, where virtual racing meets real-world style. Pick up your LFRL merch and represent the LFRL with your favorite driver or team apparel. LFRL store at 213simware.com. We're into caution. We're going to take a quick break. Stage 2 rolls on. The American division of the LFRL Late Model Tour from Lucas Oil IRP continues next. Back here at Lucas Oil IRP, Charles Oberg, Wesley Outland, Tracy Brown, and stage 2, the finish of the race back under green here at Indianapolis. And Farmer this time getting a great launch over Johnson and stage 1 winner Bryant. Now it's time to push it to the limit as we go to the back straightaway, Mr. Oberg.
Yeah, Landon Farmer stays out, doesn't come in for any pit stops, any tires, or any gas. The rest of the field came in, and he stayed out. So it's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep that lead.
Working their way down into the corner into turn number 2. Back straightaway. Oh, you got to love this. What a solid run for these guys as they dive down into the corner. Watch them work off 4, coming to the stripe. It's Farmer now over Johnson. Bryant now falling back to 3rd. Patiently, all of this going on as they go back down into the corner.
Yeah, I could imagine Landon wants to make that car about 5 lanes wide because he's got Bryant coming barreling down on him as he takes a look to the inside, passes the 27. Can he get to him? No, the 27 hangs on the outside. They go into turn 1, door to door.
Yeah, look at that current top 5. That's a new little fancy schmancy graphic created by the creator of Madness and Chaos and Production, Mr. Tracy Brown. And it looks really, really good. As obviously you see the current top 5. There's the battle for the lead.
Ooh, contact!
Farmer sideways. Bryant.
Oh, big
contact. Johnson hits the wall. And we got trouble on the front straightaway. Caution is out.
Your first racing caution of the night, and that's a big one because it's the leaders up front. That is amazing.
Farmer, Johnson, Bryant, the law firm, into the wall on the front straightaway, and it all started coming into turn 3 there, Charles.
Yeah, as we watch it back again, let's see what happens here.
This was a lap before. No, show us ahead. Now that's great. Charles, what are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? What caused this accident here, my friend?
I don't know. I got to wait to see it. It looks like the 52 takes a big run to the inside, drifts up the track, gets into the 26. 26 goes sideways, and then that's it. He can't hold on to it. It gathers up to 27. Now the 52, as you see there, gets T-bones the 27. Hard hit into the inside wall. He's going to have to check himself into the infield care center real soon.
Well, let me add more to that because obviously you called the end of it, but if you saw on the replay the lap before, you could see where the 52 of Brantley Bryant was trying to use an apron that wasn't existent. He was literally threading the needle, driving below the racetrack and driving on the grass, and I really believe that kind of got the car ill-handling, right? And then he went to make another dart move with those cars to his outside, and when he did, I think it really caused him to slip because he said, I don't want to drive in the grass again. When he did, he drifted up. Look at that. Into the driver door, Farmer. Nowhere to go for Johnson, and they both get collected on the front straightaway.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Wesley. When you dive into the corner, entry that deep, unfortunately, you're going to drift up the track on exit. So just nowhere to go, and the 26 was there. Unfortunate for the 26 and the 27 got gathered up in that.
I want to send a thank you to all of these sponsors that make it happen for the Leadfoot Racing League on Leadfoot TV, LFRL, Late Model Tour, presented by Eastern Technical Design, Golden Racing. Yes, they're the sponsor of the cautions, the Golden Racing caution. First on-track accident-free yellow flag. Tiltify, Wild Ops, 213 Simware, the Community Radio Network, LSR TV, Leadfoot TV, 4Wide Motorsports, and we thank you. By the way, in news, we can't afford the teletype. Tonight's race kicks off a 6-week stretch of racing for the Leadfoot Racing League iRacing Tour with no scheduled off weeks until Easter. So old Peter Cottontail better go friggin' hide under a rock somewhere because we've got a nice battle to set up the finish. Look at these awesome tracks there, Charles. Tonight, IRP, Lucas Oil, Langley Speedway. Next Sunday night, Southern National. We're there. Hickory for Throwback Night. Five Flags Speedway, North Wilkesboro, Sobo, South Boston. all up for grabs to determine the next 7 weeks of a championship.
I tell you, those last three tracks are some of my favorites, and there's going to be some amazing racing. But just real quick, our fans chimed in on our YouTube chat, and Thane Brickman, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining in, and enjoy the race, buddy.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Thane Brinkman. Somebody else is tuning in as we'll get ready to go back for green. There it is, back underway. Searing restart zone and the green flag waving, presented by Lucky Duck. Hey, thanks to Connell Chassis and so many other sponsors we have it, of course, here tonight. And, of course, the one out of Paducah, Kentucky. There is, by way of racetrack in Paducah Speedway. I announced there a long time ago. A&B Outdoor Services 125 making this race happen tonight for the American and the National Division. Remember, they're gonna saddle up coming up at 9 Eastern Standard Time on all of these broadcast platforms. As right now things begin to simmer down here a little bit after that chaotic crash on the restart. It's Mullins now getting the chance to lead it. I spoke too damn soon. Brian about just got turned. He was in the middle of contact with Brown. That's Brown's car way off the pace. The driver from Bailey losing ground as Woodham, Winkler, Birdsong going after the free fall at 83 and 3.
The 83 keeps it going, so we're going to stay green here. But unfortunately, Lenny Brown loses a ton of positions there. Hopefully, he can get it back, drive back up front, and contend with the leaders.
Yeah, that was absolutely chaotic there down to the inside. Watch it again as we watch now Brown fall all the way to 9th position as we're watching now about mid-pack. There's the 95. That's Tranum. And Tranum and Farmer now getting Christmas almost into Brantley. Look out. Holidays are coming. That's not the kind of holiday that Brantley wants. Stage 1 winner. It's Christmas way up high. Down below the Grinch is Brantley. And some other cars trying to avoid that chaos present in turn 3.
Yeah, I was going to say Connor Christmas is having a rough day today in the wall quite a few times. I can believe that he's having a hard time handling that car with all that damage on it, but he definitely the Grinch out there today for Christmas.
What a solid run as we're about 3 laps to the cross flags here from virtual Barney the Flag Man and the A&B Outdoor Services 125. There again is a look at the point standings, and according to Tracy Brown, our God in our ear, producer extraordinaire, it tells us that the points update in real time, Tracy, during the race. You're seeing these points update lap by lap for the championship. Now, obviously, it's unofficial. You know, there might be a little font issue or a small letter or something, you know. But it looks like it's working in great fashion to show you. And Tracy says, shut up, Wesley, it's working. So, but Charles, that's pretty damn cool. I mean, you're literally seeing the point standings for the championship in real time, lap after lap. And now look at Brantley Bryant fall back. He's opened the door now to Farmer and Mullins to battle for the championship by 2 points.
Yeah, this front group right here is really turning on the pressure. The 52, he wants nothing but to get back up there and lead like he was leading half this race almost from the beginning. But it's a tall order for him because a lot of these guys are really going for it.
Yeah, what a solid drive here as we got him scraping off the wall. Mullins again in front, Bryant second. I think that's going to be really, really cool to keep an eye on for those guys watching the point standings in real time while we are, of course, covering the action as well. Tracy, big kudos to you. I don't think I've seen any other iRacing streaming people I've ever worked with or watched that can do that. So you the man. Don't give out the damn secret. Don't tell nobody.
Okay. Look at Wesley as the 52 gets inside the 44.
It's like that Bush's baked bean recipe. Don't ever give it out. Roll that beautiful bean footage. As now we see now Brantley going back after Mullins for the lead. Look at him going high. Look at him going low. Mullins now stayed to the outside. Throws the block on Brantley. Remember, Brantley was the stage 1 winner. He's had his share, honestly, if you think about it, some bad luck, right? He come close to winning a couple of weeks. Probably race 1 of the season. He looked really strong. Got caught up in an accident at USA. And it's been kind of a back and forth race, being consistent. But right now, here's his chance to win this thing, if you you will, Charles, as he comes to the line, and we're in the second half of this race.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, Mullins has got a mirror full of Bryant, but he wants to make that car as wide as he can right now because the 52 is all over the back of the 44 right now.
And keep an eye also on that Farmer car, right? He's trying to poke back in there, get in the fight. Here comes that 26, and now you watch the 95 of the 98 battle. That's Rutherford and Trantham going at it. Look at this, man. This is a 5-car battle for the friggin' lead as Brantley goes to the inside. Bryant to the lead on Mullins by just a hair. Mullins battles back. He'll get it at the stripe, going to dead one, a dead heat in the corner.
Oh yeah, these guys are neck and neck. They're going back and forth. That high line is really, really gripped up right now. So you get a real good run on that high line. But the 52 is making that inside line work as he actually takes away the high line of the 44, and they have to file in single file behind him. But oh my God, what a move by the 52.
Almost scraping off the outside safer barrier, but he'll hold on to that spot. Now they'll power back down to the bottom. Up high, Bryant now into the top spot. Behind him is Mullins and Farmer. They dirt track it down into the corner. A little wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bobble from the 26. Somehow, even though he cocks it sideways, he's dead center on Mullins as they dive single file back into one.
Some amazing racing right now, but I just wanted to let everybody know Landon Farmer did actually come into the pits and had a 4-second pit stop and didn't even realize he came in. But yeah, come in, got some gas maybe, and he's back out there.
Look at him now working back down to the inside. That's the 26 car. Here comes the Farmer. And there's the man right there. It's Bryant works his way again in the top spot. Brantley Bryant, stage 1 winner, comfortably up in front. By the way, if you're wondering, that is the throwback to Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s car when he drove the gold and black Bass Pro number 3 back in the day. That's the wanted Goons number 52 Chevrolet from Lucama, North Carolina. That's Brantley Bryant. He right now holds on to that top spot as he works his way, heading to 50 laps to go. We're about to see the countdown ticker from the great Tracy Brown in just a moment, as these guys are really willing and dealing. Hard racing, if you will, besides that accident on the racetrack on the front stretch, Charles. These guys are really going at it and racing competitive. Very hard racing, but they're playing nice as well.
Yeah, they really are. And, look at that 52 Bryant out front again, working on that lead. But what a great battle right here for the second place as the 26 takes a look on the inside of Mullins. Just seems like these guys just aren't giving up any room for each other. They're definitely digging right now.
Yeah, they certainly are. They'll come to the line this time by, and there will be 50 laps to go. 75 laps completed at the line. It will be now 50 remaining, working lap 76, and the countdown is on. As yes, I do see on the ticker in small letters 76 of 125 laps. So, Tracy, it is working. You just got to find a way to make it bigger. Make it bigger, buddy. You got time. You got time. Work on it. Work on it while we're calling the race, and just they'll never see it, right? It's tell that damn announcer to shut up and make it obvious. Mullins and Farmer going at it, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Rutherford and Tatum, the 26, the 44, the 95, the 98, all fighting for silver like at the Olympics of Lucas Oil IRP in 3 there, Charles.
Yeah, amazing action here today, and this is not going to stop. We got 48 laps to go, and the action's just going to keep picking up more and more.
Yeah, working their way down the back stretch now as you see Mullins. Mullins now got some company from the high side of Rutherford. Rutherford now giving plenty of room to the Virginia driver of Mullins in that 44 car. all this goes on as they are right there down to the inside of the racetrack, and plenty of room here at Lucas Oil IRP. What a fun racetrack this is. It's been okay for daytime racing. I really think this place is more better at night. And under 50 to go, it is Bryant holding on to the top spot. I will be honest with you. I think, Charles, probably last season, I believe, Tracy, you'll agree with me, we saw one of the greatest races in LFR history in existence, in my opinion, happen here at IRP last year. What a race it was. And I encourage you to check out the archives if you go back to last year in season 4. One of the best races Leadfoot Racing has ever done was right here at a night race at IRP. 45 laps to go, Charles Oberg, and it is still Mr. Bryant up in front. Nobody can catch this guy. Had a 5-second lead at the end of the first stage, and now he's opened it up to a 1.5 seconds and more right now, closing in on 40 to go.
Yeah, he set sail, but I'd like to make a mention of Tristan Trentham in the 95. He's up 7 positions right now. Where did he come from? He was pretty quiet that first stint of the race, but Wesley, I got to say, being a Northeast guy in the racetracks out here, man, the nostalgia of a night race, Saturday night, Friday night, Sunday nights, man, there's nothing better than a night race, a night at the track. You're absolutely right about that.
Yes, there's nothing like a night race, right? Like a little Bob Seger said, working on some night moves for sure. And, this is a great place. I've been here before. It's a great racetrack. I love this facility. I believe a cup race should run at Lucas Oil IRP, in my opinion. Not taking anything away from Indianapolis, but I think this would be a great place for a cup race. Nonetheless, it is Bryant continuing to lead the way over Farmer. Look at now in the back for third. Rutherford, he gets pushed. Shot in the shorts up against the safer barrier. Here comes Tranum down to the inside. Mullins losing ground. He was right there up with the pack. Now he's fell back to 5th. Watching this battle for third go on, and we got a caution. Golden Racing caution coming out over the Speedway. We got a problem on the racetrack, and we'll find out what happened. Maybe the flag man dropped the flag. Nope, Trippy Wheeler hit the wall. Here we go. Let's see here. Remember, the replay goes up about 10 seconds back before it shows you what really happened to him. And he hit the wall there, Charles, and I don't think he was done from there. This is what, look at Brown. Look at that. Brown missed it. Trippy goes around. What a trip, huh? Pardon the pun.
Yeah. Good job getting that car back around without taking anybody out. Self-spin, no harm, no foul. Unfortunately, he loses a lot of positions there, but yeah, hopefully he can get it back going and finish his race.
Okay, I've got a question now. Who's coming down pit road? What are you thinking, Emmett? Who's doing it?
Oh, Wesley, I don't know here, man. These guys are on so many different strategies. There's no telling. No takers this time around, but we'll see. There might be another lap to go before pit lane opens. So,
don't forget again the American Tour racing on right now as they are heading to the end of the A&B 125. Big thanks again to A&B Outdoor Services. Coming up, we'll do it again at 9 p.m. Eastern Time with the National Tour. All this happening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check it out on all of our broadcast platforms, whether it is on Leadfoot TV, LSR TV, your home for sim racing. By the way, Mr. Jeff Stabdow and Charles Wooten wanted me to let everybody know that the new season 13, boy, that's a bad number, ain't it? Season 13 of the Northwest Racing Series is returning with a twist. There will be a whole bunch of great things planned at LSR TV, of course, a broadcast partner again. Your home for sim racing for the Pacific Northwest Best Sim Series in the country. And, of course, that will be firing up very soon in March. And, of course, we want to send a big thank you to Leadfoot and the LFRL for letting them be able to be a simulcast partner with the Leadfoot Racing League Late Model Tour. All right, here we go. We set up a restart at the end of this Golden Racing caution flag. 38 make it 37 to go. The field will work their way back into that CRN restart zone. All details at wearecrn.com. Here comes the virtual thundering herd coming out of that fourth turn, ready to hit that restart box. Pace car is in. Green flags, 37 remaining here. And we're back underway. If you got something and you've been playing possum, saving it, Charles, it is time to put your cards on the table now and declare a full house.
As we go 3 wide into turn 1, these guys are really going for second place here. As the I think that's the 98 thinks better of it and pulls right out of it.
Make a move.
The 44.
Oh, hold on, baby. Look at Brown. Brown went from the top to the bottom, every which way but loose, but held it together, gets to the inside, goes after Rutherford. What a run for Brown now in the top 5, battling Mullins, Charles, in 3.
Yeah, Lenny Brown right now on new tires. He's got about 4 laps on that stint, and he's battling everybody else around him that has about 48 laps on their tires. So Lenny doing a good job down there, getting it done, keeping it on the bottom, and he's got to definitely make some moves here.
He said, hold my beer, watch this, and I'm going to show you what I can do. And he is doing just that. Down the back straightaway in the third, now out of 4. Look at them now coming to the line, under 35 to go. Brown, Mullins going at it again, stride for stride. This is for 4th in corner number 1, and traffic up ahead and behind them.
Yeah, like I said before, I didn't want to call any strategies, but Lenny's got something working for him right now, and look at him. Oh, gets a little tight, almost into the 44, but no harm, no foul, and he'll tuck it right back in there and try again.
Done yet, though. Look at this again. Watch the 83, wicked loose just a moment ago, but somehow he holds it together. We will stay under the green flag. And now there's contact. Christmas around. Oh, James Birdsong involved. Caution out from Paducah, Kentucky. The sponsor of the car, the sponsor of the race, going around as the yellow flag will fly with under 30, close in on under 35 to go. The A&B Outdoor Services machine. There's Birdsong. Watch this again. Set it up for us, Charles, as we go under our 4th golden race and caution flag.
Yeah, as you see here, the 34 gets into the corner pretty wide there, and it looks like everybody's going to get through the corner, but all of a sudden he snaps up the track a little bit on exit and turns James over here. Unfortunately, that is the the race sponsor logo on his car, and he's going to have to reset in the back of the field now.
I'm assuming, Mr. Tracy, that is the boss of A&B Outdoor Services. Am I correct? There you go. Yeah, well, I mean, I just, James, the Birdsong car, I just was looking at it very, very quickly, so I didn't have the notes in front of me. But obviously, big thanks again to A&B Outdoor Services, located in Paducah. And obviously, we appreciate him being the sponsor of this race all the while. All right, so now we set up for a restart. Anybody coming to pit road? Yes, some are. Ethan Johnson, he's got Cheech and Chong riding with him right now. He's up in smoke on the pit lane. And it's not the kind of smoke you want, right? Christmas on pit road again as well.
Just a shout out to a couple of our fans. Schizo says Bradley Bryant, kid's gonna win it all, and then Chrissy Bryant says go Bradley, and my baby boy, so it must be his mom. Mom's proud.
By the way, I think I said that it was Christmas on pit road. It's actually fall that was on the pit lane just a moment ago, and we are going to wrap up another yellow flag. We'll get ready to go back to racing here. Don't forget, coming up, National Tour, 9 p.m. Eastern. My buddy Emmett Crow from Texas will be joining me on the color commentary. Charles Oberg does the 7 o'clock show, and Emmett Crow, whether it's American or National, they flip-flop. That's at 9 o'clock, so we look forward to having Emmett back with us. It's been a while since we've been on the air. We were last time joining you in the final week of January, so it's been a while. We had Took off for a little bit, obviously, because of the Super Bowl and the snowstorms and Bowman Gray and weather and Daytona 500. And so, yeah, it's been a while. Pace car in, ready to go at it again as we approach 30 laps to go. 29 at the line, make it 28. Green flag as the field comes back to the CRN restart zone. That green flag waves presented by the nine folks of Lucky Duck Motorsports. And here we go again, Charles. Bouncing off the wall. Was that Tranum? Yes, it was. He's in trouble. Mullins beside on the left side.
I'm telling you what, they're going to have to paint these walls over after this race before the national division starts, because these guys are just taking the paint with them.
In the words of Chris Jericho, break the wall down, right? Tranum and Rutherford.
Oh, another one.
Off the wall. There you go again. Is that Jericho or Trentham on the racetrack? Closing in on 27 to go. That's Tristan Trentham. And that's the driver, of course, of that car right there behind him, Rutherford. Nice little push there. Farmer back down on the bottom. And hey, guess what's time? Guess what time it is, Charles? Ladies and gentlemen, they'll come to the line this time by. We'll put 100 laps on the board. You know what that means? It is time to dig. Golden Racing, time to dig with the Golden Machine in front. You can't make this up. He leads with 25 to go on Morgan 1 and 2.
Definitely the time to dig right now. If they want to catch Bryant, they got to let it all go right now. And that's it, man. Get it done, guys. Get it done.
Going after these cash and prizes. You better show what you got right now because time is running out.
Absolutely. Okay, we got some more chat going on. The chat's lighting up. Let's go Heath.
I think we're doing like a crank it up, I believe, right now. Is that what we're doing? Chat. Yeah, our
right.
mics are muted. We're doing a crank it up. Let's go to 11. That means turn it up. Let's go to 11. I got you. I figured what you were doing, Tracy. Let's go to 11. Come on and fire it up. Are we back? Did they just catch me singing? Oh my God. Golden Racing is the professional racing brand of ARCA Menard Series driver Chris Golden, a determined competitor from Elk City, Oklahoma, chasing his dream of advancing to NASCAR. Operating on a low budget, Chris is actively seeking partners and sponsors to help fuel his journey. Alongside his ARCA efforts, he's an active member of Leadfoot Racing and its partnered league, Four Wide Motorsports. Stay connected with the racing community. And remember, as always, it's always time to dig. And he also sponsors the caution. 20 laps to go, Chris, as Charles, as they work again off of turn number 4. There's the unofficial updated point standings lap after lap. Can anybody stop Brantley Bryant and his quest for win number 1 of the season? He is the Pied Piper here at IRP, Mr. Rayberg.
Yes, Cliff Mullins has cut into that lead a little bit. So, it was up to like a 4 or 5 second lead. Now it's down to a 1.6 second lead. So if Mullins and these guys in this group keep pushing, they could catch him in 19 laps, I would imagine.
Well, they'll work their way to the stripe, and they're under 20 remaining. As Bryant in the top spot, Mullins on the high side. Here comes Trantham. Double T on the door of Cliff. Giving him plenty of room, letting him race clean, and Farmer now ready to steal it away from both of them as they go 3 wide. Holy camole, hold on to it. Farmer cannot make the move there, Chris, going into turn 3, Charles, and there's contact. Mullins up high. He now gets the short end of the stick as he tries to save the car from bouncing off the wall with 17 to go.
Yeah, setting up the racetrack, and I'm telling you what, Bryant wants to see all of this in his rearview mirror right now. He's looking at this as he's sailing away because he's put another second lead on second place Tristan. So yeah, this is dicey back here in second, third, fourth. But as we go one around,
Oh, boy. Trouble. That's the 95, Tristan Tranum. And Tranum will go with the Ryobi Tools. Entry, watch out down below. 18. Faw, check it up. Missing the 95, and there's a caution. Another Golden Racing yellow flag. And the A&B Outdoor Services 125 gets the 5th yellow flag of the race. Farmer, Tristan Trantham, both tag one another. There it is again, Charles. Set it up for us. They're fighting for it. Dogfight coming out of turn 4 to the line, heading to the home stretch of this race with 15 to go.
Yeah, it looks like just 2 cars trying to fight for the same real estate coming out of the exit. And we'll just watch that one more time and see if the 26 came up, or is it just, I think, no, that might have been a little bit of net code there, because that looked really close. And then they just both go around. But that was really close. 2 cars going for the same real estate, and unfortunately, the computer.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, I just don't think the computer liked it very much.
Both cars spinning in unison, and watch this again. I think we might have some snow and ice on Charles Oberg's power lines outside his house, because he was sounding like a Mr. Roboto just a moment ago. By the way, before the caution, 5th yellow flag of the race, speaking of the number 5, before the caution came out, the top 5 cars up in the front, Charles Oberg, if I'm thinking correctly, they have never, ever won in the history of the Leadfoot Racing League. I mean, I'm looking at it, and how about that? I mean, just I think now 4 of the top 5 now. I think Farmer's got to win. But other than that, these other guys, look at this. And you want to talk about being hungry to get a career win? Yeah, you want to do that in the LFRL. We'll see what happens as we get ready to set up for a restart with a dozen laps remaining, maybe even lesser than that, because the lights are still on the pace car.
Yeah, this is going to be a shootout. Just over 10 laps, and any track is a shootout. So that's going to be very interesting coming to the checker here.
Hey, by the way, don't forget to follow the Leadfoot Racing League on the world of social media. They are now available on Instagram, X. I think we're also on TikTok. And we thank you for checking us out. Get that LFRL tour on social media. And we, of course, encourage you to like and follow and check out all the cool stuff that we do on the world of social media with video vignettes and recaps of races and highlights and all the great things on the world of social media. Don't forget also to hit Leadfoot TV on YouTube. Hit the subscribe, LSR TV. Hit that, CRN. We are CRN.com. It's CRN Sports on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and we are CRN.com, as we have got you covered all the way to the end of Season 5 for the Leadfoot Racing League, presented by Eastern Technical Design. Ready to settle it here in the A&B Outdoor Services 125. It will be 11 to go. Back to the box in the CRN restart zone. Lucky Duck Motorsports green flag. Brantley running down a dream in the gold machine to get the gold here at Lucas Oil Raceway. He leads them on the gas in turn 1 and 2.
Gets off to a nice jump. Yeah, these guys got right behind him. Lenny Brown, sorry, and Heath Rodford is right behind him in tow.
And that's Lenny Brown and Rutherford going at it. Rutherford down to the inside. Rutherford and Brown, and now Farmer and Mullins. God, it feels like these guys have been right there fighting like it's the last piece of chicken on the dinner table all night long. Brown to the bottom. He'll go after Rutherford. He's at the driver door. He got him sideways. 9 to go as the leader is gone in turn 1 at IRP.
Yeah, these guys are giving it all they had, like they have done all race. But Lenny is just out there wheeling that car right now and trying everything he can.
All this going on as they dive down to the outside of the racetrack. Up high, Bryant now pulling away Rutherford. Up top, Brown to the inside. He's trying to now drive in 2 different lanes. Look at the best line, the white line. Now he goes to the top, tries to get the draft from the man in second of Rutherford. Lenny Brown from the penthouse to the outhouse, back to the penthouse again. Up in the podium with now 7 to go as they work off 4.
You just saw there in that shot that Cliff Mullins got a great run on the exit, right up to the bumper of Lenny. So he's looking to contest with Lenny also. 7 to go.
Working down into the inside, down to the bottom. Look at Mullins. Mullins, hold on. Brown got sideways as he's right there on the back dead center of that car. Working up the racetrack, the Eastern Technical Design Leadfoot TV Triple B entry, working down the back straightaway as he goes after Rutherford. While that goes on, Bryant is up ahead. The gold and black number 52 from Lucama sees 5 to go as they come to the line. Brown bouncing off the wall as they dive into one again.
Yeah, Brown doesn't want to give up that position, and he's fighting that car as much as he can. He's got the newest tires on the track, but he's been in a lot of battles, so I can imagine those tires are not as fresh as they seem to be.
Running out, sands of the hourglass, going short, and I don't mean the days of our lives. I'm talking about here in LFRL world, down to the line. Bryant now losing ground by a second and a half. Rutherford cannot catch the 52. Bryant has checked out. They're coming to the stripe. This time by Mr. Oberg. 3 to go as we watch now Brown and Mullins battle again for the silver and bronze out of 4.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep our eyes on this fourth and third place battle right here, because this is getting real tight coming down towards the last few laps here.
Here they come, working now. Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park is where we are. It's a fun little racetrack located out of Indiana in the Indianapolis area. Down into the corner, 2 laps to go. Mullins and now Brown. They continue to battle for that 3rd spot. Rutherford clean up ahead as now Brantley Bryant's going to come out of turn number 4. Double B looking for his first career win. We'll see the white flag, the Tiltify, 1 to go. Final time with a throwback car of gold and black for the late Dale Earnhardt, who, by the way, passed away earlier this week, 25 years ago on February the 18th. He is going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, just like Sheldon Creed won in O'Reilly at Atlanta last night, Brantley Bryant is going to be a first-time winner in the Leadfoot Racing League Late Model Tour. He wins the A&B Outdoor Services 125 in Indianapolis, and you can bet your bottom dollar Double B from Lucama NC is going to burn it down, Carolina style.
Absolutely dominated this race. He deserves that win. What an amazing race that was.
Look at him driving in reverse. He gonna go Ricky Bobby on all of them. Carson Hostevar was talking about shake it and bake. He says, I'm gonna show you shake it and bake after you win and you drive in reverse. Look at this. Brantley Bryant finally a winner in the Leadfoot Racing League, and it comes in the American 125 race presented by A&B Outdoor Services of Paducah, Kentucky. Welcome to Victory Lane. I know that Christy and other people of the Bryant family are going to be ecstatic for the man from Lucama, who probably lives about 20 miles from me up the road. They are celebrating right now in L-Town.
Absolutely. And his fan club goes wild. Christy, that's my boy. I bet she's real proud. Bryant wins his first FLRL event, so congratulations for your first win, Bryant. That's amazing.
First career win of the Leadfoot Racing League. Hey, by the way, the white flag of tonight's race, and it's all for all LFRL coverage on Leadfoot TV, is presented by Tiltify. Tiltify gives you the tools you need to engage and raise more money for your charity. Donate immediately to all of your favorite charities, including the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Water Aid America, Stand Up to Cancer, and so many more. For more information, visit Tiltify. Visit Tiltify today to do your part. Brantley Bryant will celebrate, and look at this. If this is correct as well, Charles Oberg, we got a friggin' tie for the championship of Season 5 for the American Tour of the LFRL. Look at this. Brantley Bryant with this win ties Landon Farmer at 104. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, Casey Graves and Heath Rutherford are tied as well for third and fourth. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, you look at that points race standings, it could be anybody. I mean, that's from, what do we got, 10th to 1st? There's only a few points there. Like, oh my God, that's anybody's race. That's anybody's championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to step away. We are going to take a break. And Bryant family and company, you all better get ready because I know it's going to be a special interview when we talk to Double B. Brantley Bryant from Lacoma. He wins the A&B Outdoor Services 125 for the American Tour. And don't forget, coming up top of the hour at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got the National Tour. Charles and myself grab the podium with the awesome graphics from Tracy when we return from Indy. Welcome back to coverage of the Leadfoot Racing League iRacing Late Model Tour. Season 5 rolls on, and we're ready to take a stretch to the finish for the Easter break with coverage every Sunday night. Don't forget, coming up top of the hour, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the National Tour and their portion of the A&B Outdoor Services 125. Checkered flag is fell. And ladies and gentlemen, to the fraternity of the LFR world, we welcome a new first-time winner. What a phenomenal job. The man out of Lucama, North Carolina, the gold and black number 52, gets his first career win. Way to go, Double B. Brantley Bryant, how you feeling? Finally a winner of this amazing Sunday series of iRacing.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know how I was going to do going to this race. I was running A Open at Atlanta and flew down and raced Lucas Oil. So, no, I didn't know how I was going to like this track. Saw it on the schedule, didn't have it circled, that's for sure.
Oh, Brian, you had I guess it's Christy, in the chat there, man. She's cheering you on. Is that your mom? She was very proud of you, brother. Um, so yeah, could you have done anything different? Would you want to change anything, or did you feel really good about that track and go out there and give it your all?
I think I did everything as best as I could. Little mistakes, had a couple mistakes. At the beginning of the run, at the first until the stage, it was a little loose, so that's when I started running that weird line all the way down in the grass. I'm sure y'all probably commented on it or something. Everybody was running the top, and I'm sitting down here, running the bottom. But now the car just felt real loose at the beginning, so I knew at the bottom it kind of tightens it up. And at the end, actually, we came in, and I took the rights, scrolled over, looked at what my left rear was. I said, "Well, looks like I'm taking lefts too, because that left rear was burning."
Brantley, I did observe the terrestrial off-road driving that you were doing, Brantley, and you also got tagged in an accident from it. But what a way to battle back and work your way to win this. And obviously, we don't want to take a bunch of your time, but take it in the moment. What does it mean to finally win with this series? What's your thoughts of the Browns and what they've done with the LFRL, and obviously getting a first career win at this place at IRP?
Oh, dude, this league is great. It's a mix. There's a lot of talent and a lot of up and coming talent, and everybody learning. So, just learning how everybody drives and figuring out, what lines work with certain people. And no, the Browns have done a great job broadcasting, putting it on, letting everybody know what the schedule is. And being grateful for people like that wants to watch NASCAR and kind of running after the races end. So definitely a blessing to run this league, and yeah.
And when you say literally running NASCAR to the end, I mean we literally stayed for the finish of the checkered flag of the Auto Trader 400 at Atlanta at Echo Park before we hit the live button to come on the air for the finish of the race in double overtime, and obviously Tyler Reddick winning the 500 and at Atlanta tonight. So Brantley, congratulations. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors. And, dude, I don't know if you realize this or not, you're tied with Landon Farmer for the national championship as well. With this win, you're tied at 104.
Yeah, I saw that before you guys pulled me in. So, I don't know. We'll see what we can do next week at Langley. Got to thank everybody on the car, One Goons, for bringing us on about a year ago, and they've been a blessing to us. OG Gear, Bradley Wilson Racing, BGR Motors. Well, and I also kind of came out here with a different kind of paint scheme than I had been running. Only running the black, blue, and purple, and decided to run a little sneak of a throwback just at this track. And since this past week was 25 years, so definitely want to shout out everybody on the car. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting this, everybody for running tonight, and let's go get another one at Langley in the K Designs 150.
Raise hell, praise Dale. Raise hell, praise Brantley in LFRL world. He takes the checkered flag for his first time ever in the A&B Outdoor Services 125 here at Indianapolis. Let's grab now second place and chat up with Mr. Heath Rutherford. Heath, it is so good to talk to you, man. I think it's the first time we've ever chatted together, but the man out of Newmarket, Alabama, Roll Tide, might I add, sir. Solid race. Your take of surviving what was very chaotic for the 98 and finishing in the silver position for the race in second, sir.
Yeah, I spent most of the race just trying to keep the right rear on it because I'm be honest, that first stage, it was awful. I completely cooked the right rear. So that second part, I just let them pass me and they all wrecked each other. So I kind of got lucky with the podium, but I'll take it.
Well, amazing racing out there tonight, Heath. Anything you would want to do different? Anything you want to take back from this race for next time?
Probably practice that bottom line a bit more in practice because it looked like it helped with putting a bit more wear on the right front and keeping the right rear cool because that's really what I struggled with the most.
Well, Rutherford, man, if you had a chance to go back after the 52, what would you have done differently? Like, what would it have took to try to get around him? And do you feel like you used the car up with all of that great entertaining but competitive racing all around you with all the competitors, battling with you? It seemed like from the drop of the green to the finish, was the car used up at the end?
Yeah, it was pretty used up, but if I had a chance, I was going to try to get him on corner exit because that was really my only speed throughout the race. A lot of people were beating me going into the corner, but I was able to drive around them on the top.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, man, second place. Before we please thank your sponsors, and hopefully we'll chat with you again sometime.
Yeah, I just want to thank Landon and the whole LFRL crew for putting this stuff on. It's really fun. Right now, I don't got any sponsors, so if anyone wants to sponsor me, they can. But yeah, just the whole broadcast crew, race control, everyone just making it clean and professional.
Got anybody to say hello to? If not sponsors, shout outs. Anybody watching? Maybe.
Austin from where I work, he might be watching, but other than that, not really.
All right. Well, there you go. From Newmarket, Alabama, that is Heath Rutherford of the Rutherford Racing, number 98. His first time ever chatting with him, getting a solid top 3 finish here at Lucas Oil IRP. And now let's grab the finisher of third. Man, this guy looked like he was in a pinball machine trying to avoid tilt. And somehow he rallied his way from back and forth from the front to the back to the front on the podium from Bailey, North Carolina. Lenny Brown, do you feel dizzy like a pinball machine at the end of this race, sir? Congrats on the podium.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it was interesting trying to dodge those people that were spinning out stuff in front of me. But, man, I want to congratulate Brantley on the win and Heath Rutherford there. Kind of used him up in the corner a little bit there toward the end, but I was kind of telling these guys I went out for qualifying and noticed and I was just super slow and realized that my pedals weren't responding. I was only giving it like half throttle. So I just aborted my qualifying run and I reset the pedals and I jumped back in about the time we get ready to roll off the grid. And I go back out and my throttle's working now, but I didn't realize it, but I don't have any brake. The first half of this race trying to figure out how to drive the car with no brake. And there at the last, I was kind of using Heath up right much because I was trying to run it down in the corner and race with him, but I didn't have any brakes. So I think I just ended up heating up the right sides pretty good. And man, what a race though! That was a lot of work.
Well, Lenny, what an amazing job you've done with no brakes and technical difficulties there. I can't believe you fought off the 44 of Mullins like you were you had all control of your car if you could. But is there anything you would take back and want to do different other than your technical difficulties this race?
You know, at the stage break, I took lefts. I figured I was running so slow trying to figure out how to drive the car with no brake that I didn't need rights. And toward the end of the run, I took right side tires, I think on one of the last cautions, maybe not the last caution, but time before that. And I thought I would have really had a run at Brantley and Heath, even with no brake, but realized pretty quick there, if you abuse those right side tires, the car just gets loose with you. And I think that's what I did. I tried to get too much getting in the corner, but still had a had a heck of a good time running with those guys. I think Brantley just toward the end, he had everybody's number. He was just checked out.
Hey, Lenny, got to ask you this question, my friend, because we really haven't chatted in a while. And what a comeback, right? There's been some highs and lows for you running in the series, but a lot of people don't realize you're also a big part of the infrastructure with the Browns and Tracy and Landon and everybody that does what they do, obviously, with this program. Big thanks, of course, to what you've done in the last 5 seasons. What's your take of what LFRL has become, being a part of it, and having the success that it's had in 2 years now for 5 seasons?
Yeah, I can't thank my brother Tracy Brown enough, and my son Landon Brown for all that they do. We first started this league out and didn't really know if we could get enough people to even make a race, but it just seems like, especially with this last season, it seems that it's really taken off. People really want to come here and race. We just kind of figured that people want to race where they're treated fair also, and they kind of know what to expect. But I can't thank Eastern Technical Designs and Tracy, Jason Woodham, Landon Brown. I mean, you would not believe the work that Tracy and Landon put in behind the scenes to make this happen each week. And I really hope people really enjoy it. I want to thank you, Wesley, also for making it exciting in the broadcast booth, along with Charles and all our other color announcers. Man, it's great to go back and watch it over and hear you guys talk about it and bring the excitement. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it as well, man. Enjoy the ride. From Bailey, North Carolina, the Triple B Racing number 83. That is Lenny Brown, and has his third race this year, his first top 5 and second top 10. Still looking for a checkered flag, though, but I got a feeling it is coming for that number 83.
Producer Tracy.
Yes, sir,
here.
Tracy.
Just wanted to throw this out to everyone. Lenny Brown, between me, Landon, and Lenny, is, as far as I know anyway, is the first one to actually make a podium finish on a broadcasted race. Now, Landon has won a race. That was back before we were broadcasted. So, as far as I remember anyway, Landon, correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, want to give my brother a little shout out there for a great finish and a great run tonight.
That.
Absolutely.
Step up.
Hey, good run, buddy.
Brotherly love.
Absolutely, man. All right, take it back,
Well,
Wesley.
ladies and gentlemen, that's, of course, going to wrap up race number 1 as we do a doubleheader now this season for the Leadfoot Racing League. If you'd like to be a part of the new season coming up after season 5, or if you want to run before the end of the year, reach out to the Browns, Leadfoot Racing League on Discord, social media. You'll be glad you did. We'd love to have you become a part of the LFRL family. Mr. Charles Oberg, you be safe in that nor'eastern winter storm, all that white stuff. Keep that up north. We don't want that mess in the south. It's cold here as it is after a beautiful last couple of days in the 70s and 80s. But your final take of tonight's race, and obviously Brantley Bailey, Mr. Brantley Bryant finally breaking through in a first career win for the series. Always a pleasure, buddy. Stay warm.
Yeah, Wesley, thanks a lot, man. And you guys have a good night. I'm definitely going to go and start shoveling out. But stay tuned for some great racing, man. That was one heck of a race, and I'm sure the national division's not going to disappoint either. Wesley, always a pleasure. Tracy, thanks for a great show. And all the drivers and all the fans, thanks for coming out tonight.
And by the way, don't forget, next week we're going to my buddy Bill Mullis's playground in the Commonwealth of the Tidewater region of Virginia. Larry King Laws, Langley Speedway. It's a flat racetrack. It's going to be pretty damn fun for next week's race. Make sure you strap in for that one coming up. And we're going, by the way, 150 laps for both American and National Tour next Sunday night. But guess what? We're not done. Coming up in about less than 30 minutes from the top of the hour, 9 p.m., we are back for the National Tour. The Leadfoot Racing League is presented by Eastern Technical Design, Lucky Duck Motorsports, Wild Ops, Golden Racing, 213 Simware, Tiltify, Community Radio Network, 4Wide Motorsports, Golden Racing, and Cottle Chassis. Big thanks, as always, of course, to Mr. Birdsong from A&B Outdoor Services for sponsoring this race. For the entire Brown family and the Leadfoot Racing League and the broadcast crew, Whether you watched on Leadfoot TV, LSR TV on the Pacific Northwest, or listened on the radio to live or on replay, we thank you, race fans, young and old, boys and girls, children of all ages of the Leadfoot family. For producer, director, the man in our ear, Mr. Tracy Brown. For Charles Oberg, this is Wesley Outland. Congratulations to Lacoma, North Carolina's Mr. Brantley Bryant, finally a winner of the Leadfoot Racing League. He gets it done at Indy in the American Tour. We're back at 9 o'clock for the National Tour from Indianapolis, coming soon. Stay with us.